Hi guys, Tracy, and thanks for stopping by. So yeah, it's definitely been a while since I updated my YouTube channel, but better late than never, right? And well, for today, I have an interesting thought for you guys if you want to think about it, if you want to do a little bit of self-reflection, and that is, if you had the chance to talk to your younger self, what would you say? And yeah, of all places, this came up through seeing the movie 17 again on my social media. Thanks, Zac Efron. But yeah, it is an interesting topic. So, if you did have the chance to meet yourself back in the high school, primary school, what would you say? And yeah, it's not meant. I don't think it's meant to be one of just constant regret because the past is the past, and obviously you can't change it. But it is always interesting to think about all the things that you would do differently if you had the second chance. So especially if you're younger. And well, for me personally, I think if I did have the chance to see myself back in high school, I think one of the major things I would say is adopt healthy habits. So it's like start eating healthier, move your body. Actually develop an exercise routine. Yeah, that wasn't something, taking care of myself on that front wasn't something that I thought about or focused on much later until I actually finished university. And I guess in that sense, I should be grateful that I actually got the chance to actually do something about my health in terms of weight and my diet in my early to mid 20s, which was when I did graduate high school, university. But health is something that you can always do like now. So earlier may have been better. And yet, I guess usually it's when people do think about what they themselves back in school tend to go into like career paths, right? And it is interesting for me because, and I have said this before, that I didn't actually start out deep diving into filmmaking, like not just out of high school, even though I probably did at the back of my mind want to get into film. Just at that time seemed so far away as far as the industry was concerned. So back then I was quite a science geek, so I kind of focused all my career aspirations, if I can actually call them aspirations, on learning science, of course, as much as science is actually really, really interesting, and I always love learning about things, like astronomy, what makes the human mind tick, for example, psychology, why do people do the things that they do. That's always something that's cool. And yeah, I did end up studying a little bit about animal behavior as well. So yeah, for those that are in Australia and in Sydney, I did actually end up after high school going to study a science degree at the University of Sydney. But this was back in like early 2000s actually, so I graduated back in 2004, so I started university pretty soon after that. And yeah, it is interesting to think about whether or not, if I knew what I knew now, whether or not I would go back and do that all over again. I probably wouldn't want to do it twice, because if it I think I think many of you guys have a study degree can agree to this, that it's a pretty hard slog, especially science degrees. It's like trying to balance any semblance of a social life, and if you're trying to like get your finances in order and you have to balance a job, it's not easy at all. So I just completely focused on studies when I had that chance. But that said, I did learn a lot of interesting things, despite the fact that I haven't really applied those skills in the knowledge as much as I probably thought I would, looking back. I probably wouldn't say I regret it. I probably do think that I wish that I had done more research in terms of what career paths or what I could have done after high school, and what I could have done, and I think, yeah, because I think back then I was in very much of the mindset that you had to study. And yeah, I didn't really think of much of filmmaking or doing anything. Yeah, in terms of like, as far as vocation was concerned. I guess I will leave it at that. It's a pretty short video, so yeah, I hope it gives you guys some food for thought. So, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you say? Until next time, I'll catch you later.